What's up, YouTube? Dark Lord Diablos here, coming at you with another sponsored video, or requested video, actually. I don't get paid for this shit, so here we are. This comes from my good friend Phil. He wanted me to do a servant review on a pseudo-servant, the 4-star Lancer Parvati. Now, to get one thing out of the way real quick, what in the hell is a pseudo-servant? Well, short answer, a lazy excuse to make servants look like characters from the original anime and light novels so they can garnish more praise from the fans. Long answer. In lore, apparently they're divine servants, or divine spirits, or in this case, gods, who technically cannot be summoned as an servant, but these are the writers sure found ways to do so by combining them with existing characters in the fan lore and merging them together to create a weaker version of the gods themselves so they can be easily summoned as a servant. In this case, Sakura Mato. If you don't know who she is, she's a tragic figure from the Fate Stay Night series, who all but one series, or one route, gets tremendously fucked over. All the time. Even in the route she's not fucked over, she's still fucked over. Being that by combining her with a Hindu god, Parvati. Now, a little expert about Parvati. She is the wife to Shiva, and is the goddess of mother goddess of all Hindu deities, including Ganesh, which is now a thing in FGO. Really, guys? But anywho, today we're going to be talking about the servant one, which is basically kidnap Sakura and a consciousness of a goddess. Kinda, because it also merges Sakura's consciousness. It's weird. With her max attack stat being 8,127 and max HP stat being 13,253, she's on the decent side. Her MP hit per count is 1.08%, and when attacked, her MP increases 4%. Her star absorption rate is 90, which is good considering what type of servant she is. Now moving on to her skills. Imaginary Go Round EX. This is a skill you start with. It increases her quick performance for 3 turns and increases her own MP generation for 3 turns, making it a lot easier to pull off her Noble Phantasm. Her second skill, which gets after her first decision, is Ash's Akama EX. Increases her own attack for 1 turn, her defense for 1 turn, and own critical star generation for 1 turn, also increasing her debuff resistance. I don't really care for that last one because debuff resistance is pretty much pointless in this game. And her third and final skill is when she can finally send her all the way, is Blessings of the Goddess A+. Can only be used when her MP gauge is at 10% or higher. Charge 1 ally's MP gauge, recover their HP, and reduce the MP gauge, reduces her own MP gauge by 10%. So basically what you want to do with this is use her as a support to at least heal and get someone's Noble Phantasm off. Now, mind you, I've also used this skill on herself in JP, and it's quite funny with the result. With her deck consisting of 2 quick cards with 3 hits, 2 buster cards with 3 hits, 1 arts card with 2 hits, and her last card, her extra card, hitting 5 times. All this is for her Noble Phantasm, Torlusula Scati, or a rough translation in English apparently. Knowing what is love and refusing to love, that is apathy. It deals damage to all enemies, a 4-hit quick Noble Phantasm, causing charm for 1 turn with a 60% chance on all enemies. Now, as a servant, is she okay? I'm using her on JP, and she's a really good AoE Lancer, and she does good with both the support and her own damage dealing. Should you get her? Well, depending if you played the game long and you got better Lancers. I mean, if you're a die-hard Sakura fan, go right ahead and getting her. And considering she gets released a couple of times, meaning one, which I highly doubt will get an A, or they're going to probably disguise it as something else, or two, the comma event, or labyrinth in event that happened in JP this year with the other Sakura pseudo-servant. What the fuck is going on here? But anywho, if you really love Sakura, I suggest getting the servant. But to be fair, if you really love Sakura, don't bite your tongue. We're going to get plenty of them down the line. Seriously, we only got 2 Rin faces. Even though I do like Sakura more as a character, this is ridiculous. Come on! And besides, where's Musashi? Isn't he supposed to be the demi-servant for, Shiro? Damn! If you like this video, please hit the like button down below, and if you want to see more, I have a Fate playlist that I gotta tinker with on my channel. I'll link that in the description down below. And if you want to see more content in the future, please hit the bell icon and subscriber button, since you gotta do more steps than just subscribe for more. I do have a Twitter now, because that's a thing, and I'll put that in the link down in the description below. And if you would like me to review a servant in the future, please put that in the description, and I will gladly put it on my list of things to do. And I guess that's it for now. I will catch you next time. Ciao.